Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions, Aperon, Tuala, Simf, Secuna, Red Circle Global, Maroon Studios, and Aim High. Check out our partners in the description.
Welcome sa Start Right Podcast series ng Startup Podcast PH where we talk with incubators, accelerators, and enablers that will help you start right with your startup. We have Step Up TBI Incubator here in Sultan Kudarat State University in Tacloban City. And we have its project leader, Ma'am Sheila Baikin, Assistant Project Leader, Ma'am Christine May Ampas, and Project Staff, Sir Vincent Louis Cabelli.
Hi.
Hello, kamusta? Unang-una, maraming salamat po sa pag-welcome sa Startup Podcast PH. So, we did three interviews kanina. And now, kayo naman ang aming i-interviewin. Nandaan na ba kayo?
Medyo.
But ayun mo, sige, wala pa tagalan pa. Ano nga ba ang Step Up TBI? Ang ganda ng
Okay.
t-shirts ninyo.
Thank you. Once again, welcome sa Sultan Kudarat at welcome sa Step Up TBI. So Step Up stands for Sustainable Technopreneurship Ecosystem for the promotion and advancement of promising products. So this is a technology business incubator funded by UST PSHERD under the HERIT program. So basically, we are here to incubate possible startups within the community, especially in Region 12, that is catering for agriculture and aquaculture technologies using ICT and IoT. And also, we are gearing towards the halal industries.
Oh, first of all, may meaning pala ang Step Up.
Yes, my meaning is Step Up. It's an acronym actually.
And then may focus pala siya sa agri and aqua and halal, but also may infusion ng technology dito, ano. Pero I'm curious lang po, bakit pala deer, or deer ba yan yung nasa logo ng Step Up? Tsaka,
Deer.
pagdating ko kanina, may parang deer sa labas, may parang ano nga ba yung symbolism or bakit may deer?
Well, the deer is the official mascot of the university because the deer is a native species here in the area.
Sultan Kudarat, in Tacloban.
Yeah, in the area.
In this
basically,
area.
in Sultan Kudarat.
Oh, I see. Ayun. So, si Step Up TBI ay nag-incubate ng mga startups as an incubator. So, ano nga ba yung mga specific na ginagawa nitong services? Like, when startups get incubated, do they get mentorship, networks, classes? How do you help startups?
We incubate them by, of course, starts with the incubation program, our Move It incubation program. So we also customize the name of our incubation program. May meaning din yung
Move It? Ano po yung meaning niya?
Yan yung hindi ko na maalala, sir.
Pero ano sa
Medyo
proposal niyan? Kasi I
yes,
think when you applied kay Hirit, parang
yes.
may proposal yung even yung logo ni
Yes.
Step Up and yung mga names ng mga programs may
Parang
mga
mahilig sa yung mga TBI sa DOST shirt, yung mga
Actually,
yung mga
yes.
acronyms.
Actually,
ano.
yes.
And then we call sa Move It incubation program namin, meron pa kami yung fawning, which is pre-incubation, which is
deer
also deer pa
talaga
rin
siya.
siya. And then the deering, which is the pre-incubation, and then the post-incubation, so things like that. So during the incubation of the students, we start with the pre-incubation. And iba-iba dyan yung namin, yung incubation program na nangyari sa amin, depending on ano na yung level ng incubating na nag-apply. So, meron kami mga incubatees na alumni na ng SKSU. So, iba yung approach namin sa incubation with them.
Tailored.
So, tailored. And then meron kami mga students incubatees na yun talaga yung dumaan talaga ng pre-incubation. So
I
sa
see.
pre-incubation namin, yung second cohort namin is we started with the tag niyan, yung mandatory sessions or topics ng Move It incubation program. And then so yun, iba-iba yun na siya ng mga students coming from different colleges. Iba-iba yung degrees, hindi lang siya tech, merong agriculture. Kasi ginawa namin is talagang nag-scout kami from different colleges ng mag-participate during sa pitching, no, agri-aqua pitching hackathon, no? Yan yung first activity. So doon nanggaling yung cohort 2 namin. Yung sa cohort 3 namin ngayon is ito na yung under na sa Wadwani na platform, pre-incubated through Wadwani platform. And then, meron din kaming galing sa regional hackathon winner.
Yes.
So, yun yung mga na, ano namin. Pagdating na kapag advance na masyado yung yung level ng kaya ng alumni, tech alumni is usually yung hina-harness talaga is yung nila yung kanilang product itself talaga, and then papasok yung mga seminars about business side. Okay, so then
So yung mga basically po yung mga students are really mga student startups, you scout them through the mga events dito sa
yes.
university. So I guess it comes also from like their projects or maybe their pitches in the hackathon. But how about pala yung mga alumni? How do you scout or how do you find them?
One of the alumni is my student in Isulan campus. So there are some of the alumni is coming from the different school. Ayun.
At saka ang SKSU kasi marami siyang campuses.
Yes,
So
yes. We have 2 alumni. Bale, hindi naman yung buong grupo nila ay hindi nagsimula sa hindi sila buo as taga SKSU. Talagang
I see.
iba-ibang school. And then here comes yung battle cry about, yes, we have an idea. Ayun. Pero anong gagawin natin? The technopreneurship comes in. That is why, hey, we have TBI here. Doon na kami nag-start our promotions to them. Na ito, meron kaming TBI dito. So, doon namin pinakilala, ano ba yung ginagawa ng TBI para doon sa mga alumni na yan? Because basically, hindi sila dadaan sa basic modules programs na kailangan i-under what is TBI, what is technopreneurship anyway, ano ba yung technology anyway, what is innovations anyway. So, ang ginagawa namin is, meron kaming checklist. Ano ba yung kulang doon? Meron na kayong produkto, you have your ventures, eto na yung inyong prototype, may model na kayo. Ang kulang ay wala kayong tinatawag, hindi nare-reach, kulang marketing. Ayun, yun yung pinakaunang nakita namin, wala sa marketing. So, pumasok kami dun na areas na okay, eto, so nagkaroon ng mentor. Kumuha kami ng mentor that is according sa need nung alumni na yan. Okay. And then second na napansin namin, katulad na ng maraming startup, ang problema is the legal. Yung legal works, MOU,
yes.
yung mga
registrations,
yes,
ganun din.
registrations.
Contracts.
Yes, contracts.
Yes.
And then naging problema talaga namin, ano yung right approach for them? Either yung tinatawag nila na meron kasing tatlong tawag nung bayaran kung sa ano ba tondo, kung sa tondo pa natawag, tatlong tawag na bayaran dun sa software o yun. So pinag-usapan namin ni Sir Franz, Sir, paano ba kino-compute ito? Development, deployment, maintenance. Ayun, tatlong aspect yung tinitingnan natin. So, tinitingnan natin kung tama ba yung pricing nila.
Okay.
Kasi minsan, baka akala lang natin, ay, ang laki na nito, 1.2 million. Ay, hindi mo tinitingnan yung operation side nun. Kaya napaka-importante na meron po tayong mentor. Kaya kinuhaan po namin sila ng mentor. So, nag-checklist kami doon. So, along the way, nung andun na yung mga alumni, nakikita namin na ito po yung kailangan. So it's we learn in the very hard way because again the ecosystem in Sultan Kudarat is hindi ganun. Hindi pa talaga nag-i-exist. I mean nag-i-exist na naman ang mga startup. Pero hindi ganun kilala yung avenue na hey, andyan si TBI. Sila po yung tumutulong para hindi tayo mamatay doon sa valley of death. Diba? Ayun po talagang nagiging problema ng startup. Nandun iaakyat po talaga natin sila. Hanggang, okay, kaya nyo na. It's time to say goodbye. Ayun.
Actually, I like that explanation na. But I think I interviewed other incubators din. Parang ang role talaga ng incubators is from that idea maybe from a student startup, dadaan ba yan sa pre-incubation, and then yung incubation, and or from an alumni nga, na diretso maybe sa incubation, or parang may product na, is to make that product a commercialized one, na parang yung product na yun is mabebenta, at may traction, at kikita for the startup, yung parang business side nito, So, and along that way na rin, kasama na rin dyan nga yung legality na dapat pag binibenta mo yan, legal mong binibenta yan. So, the registrations, etc., the maybe IP rin, intellectual property, kung meron, the taxes, etc., yung parang mga, mga compliance, I think the incubators help them. But most especially, yung business side nito. So, to really make that idea into a business, right? So, yun talaga ang role ng TBI. Tama po ba yun?
And to add, si TBI kasi nasa gitna siya ng industry and academic. And we always karagong itawag na to, we always say this na to our student, palaging sinasabi natin, hindi tayo humihinto sa kasabi sa kanila that your study, that your capstone, hindi lang nakikita dito sa library. Pang display lang, no? Makaabog-abog ba kung sa Bisaya, paabugid siya.
Yes.
So, hindi lang siya pang display. We wanted to see that there is really an innovations in the city, in the regions. Makita siya. Iba yung feeling na andun, nakikita mo, tumatakbo yung system, nagagamit nila, at nakakapag-komento sila na ito pa yung improvement. So, yun talaga yung talagang goal ng TBI, na mapukaw yung mga estudyante that, hey student, and hey industry, anong kailangan nyo ibibigay ng academic? Ayun, yun talagang pukpok.
Ayun nga, hindi lang aalikabukin yung mga thesis sa mga bookshelf, pero magagamit siya, actually, mamodify siya sa magagamit talaga ng industry or ng mga tao, natin, well, I guess in Region 12 or ng Sultan Kudarat, ng mga taga dito, But speaking of that, just for us to have a better picture lang po, sino ba yung mga current na in-incubate the startups ni Step Up TBI? Parang anong klase mga startups sila? Maybe you can just give a few notable or parang a few, para lang meron tayong sample, kumbaga, for our listeners to know.
Okay, we have Abante, the first startup that we have na talagang nagkaroon ng client. Ayun, na-link namin to the client until linking to the client. So, yung Abante is ang siniserve niya is an applications. It's kind of para siyang Lazada, but personalized to the needs ng company
so,
na yun.
e-commerce.
It's an e-commerce. And ang kanilang point of view doon is parang gusto nila magkaroon kung ang Jollibee ay may drive-thru. Ito din ay may drive-thru na application.
Okay.
So, pero that's a future plan for that. So, nagsimula yung Abante in terms of ito yung mga freshly products pwedeng makita kasi ang naging gusto nila is yung mga local farmers natin nasasayang we have a lot of surplus products na nandun sa field, and they wanted to help na matanggal yung middleman na nun na hey,
diretso,
punta kayo sa amin,
farm to consumer,
farm to consumer, hey, punta kayo sa amin, tutulungan namin kayo, farmers ng pomelo, farmers ng lansones. So,
that's good.
That platform was developed para makater lahat yun at maibenta lahat yun siya. So, kind of Lazada.
They're operating here in Tacolong, in Sultan Kudarat.
They start pilot testing in Davao City.
Davao.
Yes, they start pilot testing in Davao City, and currently in the process of polishing and a process of polishing in terms of the legal needs of the applications. Ayun. And then second is Homey. They try to develop, they wanted parang kiosk na lahat They wanted to eliminate yung frontline services. Ayun. It could cut down doon. Pagdating naman sa business, yun naman talaga ang goal nila is to cut the expenses pagdating doon. So, at saka yung asiwa na para bang ang feeling mo yung parang mag-o-order ka lang ng food pero ang i-order mo ay room. Ayun siya. So that's the goal. That's the goal. Kasi nakakaasiwa namang pipili ka. At least you have the leeway to choose. Wow, ito yung gusto ko. Deluxe. Ayan, super twin. Mag-isa, ilang oras? 3 hours, 6 hours. Ayun, 12 hours. Ganun po. So,
that's bago yun. I mean,
yes, it's a complete system na they try to integrate everything. The process from the accounting side, from the kitchen side, from the front desk side, from the bill yung mga billboard na sites, yun, they try kasi lahat po ng proseso doon ay may loopholes. It does not mean that it is a manual, may problema. It's the process that has really the problem. Kaya yun, we try to give a solutions in terms of software. Ayun po, ang
So,
tawag po yung homey. Kaya po, kasi bahay, ganun po.
So
Ayan.
mga so mga tech din talaga ito, mga startup na ito, no?
Yes po,
And then there's one thing that you mentioned kanina. So may agri, may aqua na may tech, and then may halal. So meron pa example or ano ba talaga ang halal? And why is there like a specific on that?
Well, before we answer that question, let me clarify things muna that we are more focused on the science part of halal,
Okay,
the
okay.
technology side of
Okay,
halal,
okay.
not on the religious aspect of halal.
Okay.
No, so kasi medyo masalimuot po yung
Okay.
aspect na yun.
Okay,
No?
okay.
But anyway, yung kami naman dito sa Sultan Kudarat, SKSG in particular, we already have the NICER. It's a DOST project, no? Yung NICER for halal goat. So we are actually into halal. Now the school itself is halal certified, not halal certified, but we practice halal here. No, so
Halal
walang
means
means everything that you do is in accordance with the way the Islam do things. No, so walang bawal dapat
Okay.
dito.
Kasi ang nasanay lang ako sa mga restaurants, halal is no pork, tama ba?
Yes,
No.
that's just one small
One
part
small,
of
okay.
being halal.
Okay,
No?
that's
So
ko lang
halal is
na-
actually a lifestyle para sa mga kapatid nating mga Muslim. So lahat po ay halal dapat. So in TBI, in our context, no, we are not just focused on the food side of halal, but we are gearing towards as an industry, halal is around 4 billion US, 4 trillion, sorry, around in 2024, and the estimates are heading towards 8 trillion by 2030. So we want to somehow get a portion of that particular industry. So paano namin makukuha yon? Well, we are using technology naman to harness
Okay.
a portion of that
Interesting.
industry, no? So we can do fintech in halal.
Oh.
Halimbawa, hindi naman bawal ang ata umutang, pero dapat may certain way on how to do things. Halal tourism, no? So lahat po ng aspect ng buhay natin, logistics, meron pong halal na kaakibat. So lahat po 'yun, no? Hindi lang po talaga siya sa pagkain ng walang
Yes.
pork.
Mind blown ako dito. I mean,
Oo.
napakalaki pala nito actually. Oo.
Laki talaga, no?
Okay.
So in Sultan Kudarat, for example, hopefully we can nurture a startup or an incubatee that say focusing on coffee, for example, kasi Sultan Kudarat is the number one coffee producer na po in the country.
Talaga?
Nalampasan na po namin ang Batangas, Cavite.
Oh, wow.
No?
Oh.
In terms of total volume, not per acreage, but we are really proud of that one. So, gusto namin sana na instead of just having coffee, why not halal coffee and market that as halal coffee locally and of course internationally. So how would we do that? Well, we have to incorporate na ICT technologies, no? So doon po ang gusto namin na makuha na ma-capture na market, no, sa halal. Even fintech.
Ngayon natutunan ito. Ito yung nalito. Actually, what I want to ask next is, actually, some people kasi rin do startups. Of course, it's a business, so some people do startups para kumita. Pero I believe, no, na ngayon, maybe ang incubator din, ang parang goal din niya is to help or to make people realize that why you do startups is because you want to do something or you want to change something or you want to innovate something, So, align din po ba kayo sa ganun na parang ganun teaching na ang daming problemang lulutasin, ang daming pwedeng i-improve. So as a TBI, yun di ba ang alignment niyo on how you advocate and how you teach technopreneurship to people? Lalo na kayo meron kayong mga students na sa economics pala, sa
Yeah, sa
business.
economics. Kasi nasa ako, mahirap kasing i-hold yung mga pre-incubated potential startups mo na hindi mo estudyante. Kasi wala kang ano ba yan, parang take away for them ba na, for example, yung galing sa mga hackathons namin ng mga startups, nagpo-fall out talaga sila. So, hindi ko sila estudyante kasi, so parang wala silang ano bang incentive na makukuha namin dyan. Parang ganun. So, although meron kami, okay, tinatawag naman, ini-encourage mo na, okay, you attend this, you attend that. Pero kung nagko-conflict na siya doon sa kanilang classes or class requirements, or class events, so, hindi na namin ma-force. So, kaya sabi ko, okay, kung mahirapan ako with this pre-incubated potential startups coming from the students, so sabi ko, why is it I will try na lang sa klase ko na lang, doon sa kanilang subject na entrepreneurial mind, although it's an elective subject. Pero at least parang merong relationship, no? Parang related talaga doon sa what is being aimed by TBI talaga, no? So, yung challenge nga lamang pagdating dito is yung tech side kasi non-tech sila. So, nahuhold ko sila kasi nagagawa kong project yung mga ano nila, yung prototype nila, no? Tapos namomonitor mo na. Thank you sa Wadwani Foundation for the platform, no? Na ginagamit namin for the pre-incubation. So, which I tried it. It's very good talaga yung ano, hindi ako nahirapan talaga. And then the students enjoyed it na sila yung gumagawa ng mga ano, ng mga ganun. But anyway, so nahuhold ko sila kaya nakakapag-submit sila ng prototype, nakakapag-submit sila ng ganitong venture journey output nila and so on. Ngayon, dahil estudyante ko pa rin sila every semester, so may continuity na kasi sa next semester na subject nila, gawin kong project yung output nila. So,
ibibenta na nila.
So, ngayon na-appreciate na nung mga non-tech na mga siguro, mga six ano yung lahat, 6 pitching sessions, hanggang sa ma-approve yung ano nila, yung product idea kasi doon ko nakita talaga na how unforeseen yung emerging technology sa SK. Yung mga unang na pitch sa akin, yung mga kangkong chips, yung mga ganyan. So, it's like, it's a typical. So, sabi, explore more on the integration of agri, aqua, and then the technology now. Kasi we can help the problem in the agriculture, aquaculture, and halal using the technology, using the emerging technology. So, they try to search. And that's the time that they appreciated it. Now, what they proposed to me are okay. Okay na yung
It's good to
idea.
hear po, no? Kasi actually, that for me, startups are like the center of, or like the intersection of entrepreneurship and innovation. So I guess, well, it's good that the people are good entrepreneurs, pero iba pa rin when you innovate kasi you adapt with the changing times. So I think it's a must then for people to innovate. But anyway, so tama po ba na second cohort na or magda-third cohort na ni Step Up TBI? So, baka meron dyan mga interesadong mga students, baka dahil sa very inspiring sharings na mga yun, ano, baka may mga students dyan, or baka alumni or anyone from Region 12, ano, or Sultan Kudarat. How can they join po ba? And meron bang criteria ito? Parang meron bang, is this open only to Region 12 or anyone? Ano ba yung parang mga rules dito?
Anyone can actually join. So wala pong limit. Yan yung ano ng TBI kasi, no. It's to build the main talaga ng existence ng isang TBI is to build the ecosystem not only within the university but throughout the region. Kasi yan yung purpose talaga why is it that the UST is having this program, no, and projects. It's for the innovation and technopreneurship to embrace, no, all the people within the region, not only in the metro cities but here in the provinces. So yan yung ini-aim rin namin na TBI na sana makakita kami talaga ng coming from SK later on. Actually meron na talaga dito na virtual lahat is an SK alumni in Isulan campus virtual lahat, but they were under the upgrade na mentorship na incubation program.
I know them, yes.
And Bambuhay, si Sir Mark at saka si Sir Alfred.
Galing din siyang dito sa...
Yes, SKS.
Oh, wow. Okay,
And
okay.
SKSU is nila.
SKS yun sila.
Oh, wow. Mga graduates pala yun. Alumni ng ano.
Oo.
Wow.
So dati wala kasing avenue sa kanila for them na ng TBI. Walang
Oh.
TBI dito.
At saka although knowing that they're actually from SKSU, parang inspiration din yun for the students here na, uy, may mga very notable startups out there na may mga ginagawa talaga. So baka tayo, kaya din natin magawa yan.
Yes.
Since we're also from here, from this school. Ano?
Oh, yun nga. Pero nilook forward ko na ma-invite ko rin dito si Sir Alfred tsaka si Sir Mark. Hopefully, no, sa mga namin.
Busy na sila masyado. Busy na sila now.
Yeah.
No? But I'm sure they always have that parang puso rin na bumalik para to mentor yung mga people here.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter.
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Secuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com, guided by one of our top experts.
Actually, my next question now, since you mentioned yung si Sultan Kudarat din as an ecosystem, I want to hear from each one of you po. What do you think about the startup ecosystem here in Region 12 or maybe in Sultan Kudarat na lang? By ecosystem, we mean, of course, yung startups, yung mga innovators, yung mga nag-i-invent, entrepreneurs. Next, yung mga incubators, yung mga maybe investor or mga nag-help, nagsusuporta sa mga startups. And even yung mga customers, yung mga consumers, yung mga tao, on how receptive they are into innovations, into new technology. So, ano pong opinions or masasabi nyo or perspective nyo about that here in Sultan Kudarat?
Well, to tell you honestly, one of the challenges that we had, and we are still having, is actually giving this information about startups to people around us. Hindi pa kasi actually, hindi naman tanggap, but the term startup is quite new to virtually everyone. Na ang iniisip kasi nila dati, even us, of course. Pag startup, it's a business that is starting. That's why it's called startup, no?
Yeah, true.
But startup basically is when you include na modern technology, ICT, Industry 4.0, 5.0, innovation into a particular business.
Yes, exactly.
It's not just any MSME. Kasi yun yung iniisip ng lahat ng karamihan.
Yes.
Pagka may bago akong business, may bago akong in-improve sa ganitong product, startup na yun pag naging business siya. Ayun. So, in terms of the ecosystem here, quite frankly, it's still fragmented because we are still up to now looking into what are there any other startups that are already present within the SKSU Region 12 ecosystem. It's good to note nga that the three of your interviews this today are basically part of the Sultan Kudarat startup ecosystem. But prior to that, we didn't have any idea talaga, even the local government, kung meron ba talagang startup ecosystem in the first place.
Although actually baka meron no, meron dyan, hindi lang natin alam.
Yes po. As mentioned earlier by one of your interviewees, si Sir Joe, maraming talents dito sa SK that are actually doing startup things elsewhere.
Yes.
Kasi number one, walang industry that could cater to their talents. No? So sa ngayon talaga, we could say that it's the startup ecosystem is just starting up pa talaga. And hopefully we can build onto that.
Yes.
As of now, we have almost 18 na mga incubators. Hopefully maging startup lahat yan. Kasi nga mahirap magkaroon ng startup. From ideation stage, most of our incubators are student incubators. So as mentioned earlier, then medyo mahirap talagang mag-retain ng incubators as of the moment kasi dahil nga estudyante sila, their number one goal is to graduate, and this is just one of their prerequisites perhaps to graduate, and they don't usually end up doing the startup that they are doing na maging career nila, because most of our students, ang isa nga sa mga sinasabi namin pagka kami merong event sa mga estudyante, most of us are studying, are in the university para magkaroon ng magandang trabaho, not really to make a business that will employ other people. So yun yung pinaka-importante namin na siguro isang challenge talaga sa amin is to make them believe na kaya nyo rin maging employer in the future, technopreneur that would have your own business and not just be employed by someone else. So yun yung mga sa ngayon. No? Hopefully paunti ng paunti, we are building onto that.
Yes, actually ang dami pong pwedeng i-expand dun pero that's napakalaman dun, sir, actually what you said, napakamalaman dun. Sige, sino bang next mo muna mag-share about the same like, by the way, I have a question pala. So, are you faculty
Yes, I am a faculty member from Tacarong campus and the city, Tacarong City na proper mismo na campus. So this is also Tacarong campus, Tacarong City pa rin ito siya, pero tawag dito is Access Campus.
Faculty.
I am a faculty of Isulan, computer study. I'd like also to recognize my dean.
Shout out.
Sir Elbran Antonio, and then my campus director as well, Sir Lagumin, of course, to the university president, my respect, Sir Samson L. Bulao.
Ako naman ay from this campus. I'm under the College of Medicine, under the MedTech program and the medicine program, the newly established College of Medicine of SKSU. So hopefully in the near future, aside from halal, agri-aqua technologies, more on diagnostic kits naman kasi in the medical technology we are trying, as of the moment nga, meron kaming pending na patent application for a diagnostic kit that could hopefully become a startup really soon.
I think a state lang right now, kasi andito na yung mga ingredients Tacorong and Sultan Kudarat has a lot of talents. May incubator na rin. So I guess kailangan ng mas maparealize, mas magdugtong pa. And siguro kailangan ng isang inspiration na, it can happen. We can be successful technopreneurs. Parang yun din siguro yung parang maybe from other startups, pag nakita nila yung kwento ng mga yun, may inspire sila and they will realize na hindi naman pala kailangan employment lang. We can actually start our own business, we can pursue our passion, and we can even earn from it. And we can even give jobs to other people. For me, that's really fulfilling. But anyways, ikaw naman mag-share.
And in addition also, that's why we are promoting a lot. The first 2 years ng operation namin ng Step Up TBI, we are promoting about technopreneurship and innovative mindset. So that kahit pa paano, yung innovative culture maibangon siya ba, ma-awaken siya in this part of the country. Okay? Not only within the university, but also in the ecosystem and the other stakeholders no ng university na budget of the government now for innovation, technology transfer is here. Anong ginagawa natin? Wala pa tayong nagagawa. I-avail natin yun siya. But it should start with first yung innovative culture within the university and then within the region, within the province, within the city.
How about you? Do you have any thought?
Okay na.
Brother.
Parang
Okay na yan. Sige, kinuha na nila. Pero siguro i-add ko lang there kasi with my conversation din kanina with Sir Joe, actually, ang isa rin pwede maging dito, parang jumpstart in what we see in like Cebu, Cagayan de Oro, Davao. Nag-start yung parang mga successful or mga umusbong na mga IT hubs or mga kasi when people see that doon magsisimula yung parang yung parang spark, and then ang na-imagine ko nga na pwede mangyari sa Tacorong, and I really believe this, by the way, Tacorong kasi is para siyang pinaghalo-halong mga tao dito
Multicultural.
Yeah. Actually, I'm really surprised, wala akong ganun pang idea with Tacorong. Maybe may onti tayong notions about southern part of the Philippines, ganyan pero when I went here, I'm parang sobrang saya ng pakiramdam ko na, uy, ang ganda pala dito na, I mean, not ganda in a way, pero parang I feel serene actually, that kind of feeling. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's safe here. The cost of living is good here, and mababait mga tao dito actually. Tapos, the people here, which I found out nga is halo-halong mga Ilocano, Ilonggo, Tagalog, may Muslim, Bisaya. Ayun.
Yeah.
So, I think that's also, naalala ko lang na parang si Singapore kasi, melting pot din yun ng iba't ibang and they actually utilized that. They were able to maximize that. So, baka pwede mangyari din yun kay kay Tacorong or kay Sultan Kudarat na with a mixture of different ethnicities, different kinds of people, may mag-bloom na very good ecosystem here. And maybe, pwede rin ito maging hub ng mga freelancers, mga digital nomads. So, what if mangyari yun? Kasi, usually mga yun, ang kailangan lang din naman nila is a good signal, Wi-Fi, internet, which is good actually dito. Nagulat ako, naglakad-lakad ako kahapon dito, even sa mga looban, mga sementeryo, may signal pa rin. Naglalaro kasi ako ng Pokemon Go, tapos meron pa rin. Tapos, and then, this is near also sa mga nature. If they need rest, may mountains, may beaches, kay Lebak, ganyan, may Lake Cebu, may mountain na malapit Matutom, yes, bandang sa Tupi or sa yun. Plantations, yes. So, may nature, may good digital infrastructure. So, I think this can be a hub for, I think, ang lang talaga dito, to be honest, yung notions ng safety. But I think safe here.
Yeah, you are safe.
Sinabi nga sa akin kanina ni Sir Joe ata, the LGU is requiring all businesses to have CCTVs, and even sa mga kalsada may mga CCTV. So, I think with that effort to, safe to, like, bring up safety here, this will gonna be a very good place. Ako, I have that thinking that this is gonna be a promising place.
And I'd like to add more also na dito pala dyan sa Region 12, nandito this is for the halal initiative namin, nandito yung Philippine Halal Laboratory in Coronadal City. So, for those who wanted to apply for halal certification or halal testing and laboratory diagnostic, so pwede sila dito, malapit lang dito yung halal laboratory. So,
tsaka yan, the halal is actually a very rich potential industry pa to work on.
Yes, malaki siyang industry talaga. I-explore sana ng mga halal producers natin yung industry na yan, but make sure na ma-certify sila as halal product, legit, na halal talaga, so that kami mismo sa TBI and also yung ating halal authorities in the Philippines can recommend or can endorse them or can find market for them when it comes to halal products.
Ayun. May add ba kayo or ano? Next question actually is so nag-start si Step Up TBI 2023 ano. So pwedeng pa share lang po onti. Paano nga ba nag-start itong si Step Up TBI and Ma'am Sheila as the project leader ano. So how did this happen really? How did Step Up TBI? Ang ganda actually ng office ninyo eh. So can you share lang po some story?
So, they started with the initiative actually of our research, development and extension office or division. Yung mga yung mga seniors namin from the RDE office, and the project leaders also Ma'am Ruby Ichanova na naging mentor namin, no. So si Ma'am Rudelin Dalayap, can I mention
Yes.
this? No? Okay. Ma'am Rudelin Dalayap answered the call for the Step Up TBI actually. So siya yung kami nag-craft kami with mentors also from other projects sa Lake Cebu. So doon kami nag-craft ng
Workshop.
ng parang proposal in response to the call. And then after that, yun, training na kaagad yan ng maganda yung yung batch namin sa TBI, because they have 1 year muna of training before ma-approve before signing of the MOA. So we were mentored through Upgrade, no, yung aming mentor there with the HIRIT program. Okay, and then after that, so implementation na ng February 2023. Okay, and then nag-transition, no, yung namin, change of presidency and all. So marami siyang
ng SKSU?
mga tatlong presidente yung nadaanan ng project. And our president, si Sir Samu Lao, yung nag-sign ng MOA. Thank you, sir. And then, so, three presidents, and then different vice presidents also. And then, so, we started with the una talaga promotion, what is about TBI, what is startup. So, kami yung nag-grab ng mga hackathons, pitching, and and everything.
Kayo din nag-organize na mo yun? Or may in-organize din kayo ng mga events po na gano'n?
Nag-umpisa actually ng help namin, collaboration namin with DICT, Sultan Kudarat, no, Sir Ibrahim Gyapar. Pumunta siya dito sa amin, and then nag-ask if we can help them sa startup caravan ng DICT. And then doon, successful yung startup caravan ng DICT. Nakita nila, ang ganda pala ng mga pitching na ito. Kasi even ako, hindi ko rin alam dati kung itong startup caravan and so on, pitching and so on. Sa pagbabasa ko lang, because I was the project lead doon. Nung nakita ko yung ng startup caravan, yung pitching competition sila, and then I said na, we can also use that to scout the first cohort, no, coming from the students. Okay, but while we are on that activities, no, hackathons, pitching competitions, catering the activities ng provincial level ng mga provincial hackathons, and then the regional consortium hackathons. Nagwo-work naman on the side yung alumni, sila Ma'am Tin, no, yung tech team ng TBI on the alumni incubation. Okay, and then yung promotion nga namin, kahit na pa tayo doon sa foundation anniversary, Kambunian Foundation Anniversary ng university, nagkaroon kami nag-assign ng booth doon, tapos talagang gumastos kami para sa mga merch namin, para malaman lang nila, may mga para malaman lang nila ba kung ano yung Step Up TBI, ganun lang. So, yung Facebook page namin, na dati parang ilan lang yun, 90 plus, after nung merch, parang raffle ng mga merch. So, we asked them to view, to like, to share about Step Up TBI. So, nag-shoot up siya, hanggang 900 na likes and views. And then, doon parang nagkaroon ng curiosity yung mga bata. So, mga next na mga hackathons, nag-join na sila. Nung first na hackathon, parang ano ba yan? Hindi alam talaga ng halos lahat kung anong pinagagawa during hackathons. Ano yung pitching na yan? Ano yung gagawin nila? Pero, nung time na yun, so, siguro sa sa kapopromote namin, they got interested about this hackathons, pitchings, what is this startup about? And then, nagkaroon ng curiosity yung mga bata. So, doon. Then, we went also to present it to the province legislative sangguniang panlalawigan ng SK provincial government during sa session talaga ng legislative council nila, and then in Tacloban City sangguniang panlungsod also, just to promote kung ano yung startup na yan, kasi for them parang hindi pa rin so MSME, but this is something new. So nung nag-promote kami ng ganun, sila yung nag-ano sa amin na, okay, pwedeng baka makapag-sign tayo ng MOA with you. So hanggang sumali na kami sa PMSMED, pinapatawag na kami ng PMSMED Council, connect with the DTI, and so on. So, very challenging lang sa amin na side kasi parang we have to let everybody know, okay, first, okay, and on the side working on this. So,
parang nagsabay-sabay yung yung evangelization ng startup. Tapos may ini-incubate din kayo. So, grabe kailangan ng mga manpower and mga tao doon, ito pala, so nakita ko rin din dito yung Step Up TBI 2023 Annual Accomplishment Report. So, meron pala dito mga milestones ni Step Up TBI. But anyway, ayan, napag ko lang dito. Last personal question. Then may isa pa tayong question actually. Short lang po about for each one of you. Kamusta ang pag-work sa TBI? Kasi your faculty of your load, and parang is it challenging, fulfilling? Kamusta yung parang experience being because for me TBIs are also somehow lang naman have that experience din of a startup founder na you're building something new.
Yes.
So, kamusta naman po ang feeling na yun? Yes, sir.
Well, challenging is
Part of the game.
yun na nga, no? Very challenging considering that we ourselves have to know what startup really is. Mahirap ibigay sa ibang tao yung wala ka, 'di ba? So for example,
lalim ng mga share ni sir
kasi for example, we are evangelizing about, hey, you must do something that could make you an entrepreneur, techpreneur, no? Pero well, obviously halos lahat naman ng mga TBI members, project staff, especially under the HIRIT program, most of us are not really technopreneurs in the first place. So how would you share this new things to other people when you yourself don't have maybe you don't have the right to evangelize kasi nga ikaw mismo hindi mo naman nagawa, hindi ka naman startup builder or you don't have any startup yet. So parang ganun. So it's challenging because yes, we have to evangelize. At the same time, we have to incubate and we have to reach the different targets, the outputs that DOST is expecting us to have at the end of certain periods. No, but well, looking at it in hindsight, it's, as you mentioned, it's quite fulfilling because ngayon pa lang, by the way, we are in our extension period. The 2-year program is already finished. So meron kami 6 months na para tapusin and hopefully ma-achieve yung 100% na accomplishment. But since we are now in our latter stage in this particular phase in the program, we are seeing now some of the parang mga success stories. So for example, meron kaming na-mention kanina yung Avante na customer ng isa namin na incubatee, hopefully mabili yun, ma-finalize yung deal between our incubatee and Avante. Isa kasi yun sa mga success stories talaga namin because we really try to help our startup, our incubatee, to have to link them with a particular customer, na itong customer naman na to, ang gusto namin talaga na i-build doon sa marketing nila is somehow to leverage on the fact that they're already doing civic works in a way because they're helping local cooperatives, farmer cooperatives, na maibenta abroad kasi the company is an exporter, fresh fruits exporter from Davao City. And their sources are from North Cotabato, mga buko, saging, and all those. But basically, they are just exporting local produce. Ang gusto nila ngayon is, kasi medyo mahina at that time, when we met them, yung export industry at that time, especially nung nagka-problema ang Pilipinas at China, if I can mention that. Gusto nila naman itap yung local market. Ang problema naman, if you're a Filipino living in Mindanao, we have lots of fruits. Pumunta ka lang sa gilid, sa highway lang, ang daming fruit. Why would you want to have your fruit be delivered to you for extra fee if you can just go out and just buy your fresh fruit? So ang gusto nila is somehow, kasi sa Davao City, medyo, kung nasa city ka, medyo malayo na yung palengke, medyo hassle. So why not have an application, a marketplace, that customers can just make their orders online, for fresh fruits delivered to them, So yun yung gusto namin na isa mga success stories namin kasi ang nagawa namin is yung aside sa yung product mismo na yung marketplace nila is yung messaging na, well, you have to leverage na pag ikaw bumili nito, you are actually helping the local farmers for buying their produce. Otherwise, sobra-sobra yung napoproduce nila, bumababa yung presyo and so on. So, yan yung isa sa mga naisip ko.
Fulfilling, magkaroon ng success story ang mga ini-incubate.
Sa akin naman na side, the very challenging one is that you sail in the different directions when you are in TBI. Why? Because you're changing the mindset of those who listen to you always when you're doing evangelizing. You're changing mindset. And the mindset naman natin dito is mag-aral ka ng mabuti para magkaroon ka ng magandang trabaho. You get a higher salary. Ayun ang palagi. And here in TBI, we always evangelize that, hey, there are a lot of problems in the world. There are a lot of problems in the province, in the region. If you have that single idea would change the entire province para ma-change siya. And you have to move. You have to make a change. Mahirap yun. Para kang hero. Na para kang si Rizal magpapakamatay sa luneta. Yun ba? Yun ba yung gusto mo, ma'am? So, ayun po. It's very hard to ibigay yun sa kanila. Changing mindset. It's not overtime. Para siyang artificial tree na pwede lang overnight tutubo siya. But the real tree need to nourish, need everyday care, or you have to do it every day, very consistent to do them. And ang sabi ko nga, if you want Mark Zuckerberg to be here in the province, we have Juan de la Cruz in the province. Yun ang gusto natin. But that's quite challenging in a TBI because you're doing by example. And again, sa TBI, you're wearing too many hats. Why? Sometimes you're the moderator. Sometimes you're the system analyst for those tech startup. And sometimes you're the accountant for the tech startup. And sometimes you become the lawyer to that startup. Hey, legal documents, you lack of the stipulations in terms of your sections here, and sometimes you become an entrepreneur. How they do the business. And sometimes you become a marketing manager for them. So, a lot. You wear too many hats pagdating dun. And the very fulfilling part is that you're changing the surface of ecosystem in the region. Hindi mo man naging planchado, but you're changing the surface. Yun yung pinaka-important. It's the most fulfilling when somebody at least in 10, somebody believe in you at least 2. That's the ratio of 10/2, 2/10. That's again very fulfilling para sa akin.
Yeah.
Yun ang pinaka-fulfilling. Changing the surface of ecosystem.
Yes, tsaka at least the TBI is there. At least the TBI is here. Para if may tao man, if may student man, if may bata man, no, very passionate, siya ang future Jose Rizal.
Yes.
At least andito ang TBI to nurture or to be an avenue for that person, ano. Sige, kayo naman, Ma'am Sheila.
So, for me, sa akin is, pinaka-challenging talaga is, yung how are you going to immerse in an ecosystem na hindi mo alam kung saan, okay? Kung sino sila, okay? Challenging yun siya sa akin. And second na challenge talaga sa akin is, yun bang parang, tama yung sinabi nila, no? Parang, pumapasok ka talaga sa butas ng karayom kasi we are trying to promote innovation and technopreneurship, pero hindi pa siya nag-i-exist sa system, hindi pa siya nag-i-exist sa tag niyan, sa place, no? So mahirap talaga siya. So parang sabi nga ni Ma'am Ting, kung minsan nagiging salesperson ka na rin kasi you are promoting, you're evangelizing na ito yung mangyayari. So pero yung na-observe ko lang talaga with all the activities na nakandak ng TBI is that kahit papaano parang I can see a glint of light sa bawat isang estudyante, sa bawat isang estudyanteng sumasali sa hackathon, sumasali doon sa mga events namin na, okay, meron pa na to. And even some faculty members na tawag niyan, yung mga chaperone, no, ng mga estudyante na dumarating sa mga events namin. Nakakita sila ng avenue. Pwede pa lang ito, pwede pa lang ganyan.
Yes.
So, it's siguro on their part, it's just to work out kung ano yung mga ideas nila. No? Yun na lang ang so more push pa talaga. And thankful ako na na-establish na yung TBI, Step Up TBI as part ng organizational structure ng university. Kaya yun yung sagong natuwa talaga ako kasi part na siya ng organizational structure. So matapos man yung pondo ng DOST sa amin, continuously may pagkikater pa rin kami ng mga all potential, all ideas from potential startups in the future.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think parang plan din yun ng DOST na at least to jumpstart nga the innovation culture through that system, through that structure sa mga university. So at least ngayon, at least may office na, sana mapapagpatuloy na yung innovation, at least yung presence ng innovation culture at least dito sa SKSU. And Step Up TBI is here to do its role. Hindi man mangyayari yan in 1 month, 1 year, matagalan yan, but at least I think the office is doing its role kumbaga in the ecosystem, and that's more than enough of what we should do and we can do actually. And ayun, napaka naman ng usapan natin, naiyak na ako dito.
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
Last question na lang po, siguro kay Ma'am Sheila. Parang future lang ni Step Up TBI. So, do you, you plan to get another cohort po, diba? So, ano ba yung mga next na gagawin ni Step Up TBI?
So as a project lead, isa talaga na worried ba ako? Kasi patapos na yung yung extension. So meaning wala nang pondo masyado yung yung project for the next cohort, yung third cohort. But na-open up ko during the SICAD SOX consortium meeting namin na kasi may phase 2 si SICAD SOX. So, phase 2 na. So, parang I think DOST will give SICAD SOX consortium a higher budget. So, I asked talaga sa SICAD SOX, Ma'am Giselle.
Shout out. Shout out.
So, I asked Ma'am Giselle kasi I have this feeling nga na baka magkaroon ng parang vacuum doon sa mga incubatees namin. So, baka pwedeng maging part ng LIB. Line item budget, yung help on the members of the mga TBI members ng consortium na ma-continue yung even doon sa training and mentorship ng ng mga incubatees para kahit papaano nagmo-move sila. Kahit na natapos na yung funding ng DOST sa TBI project. And also is and of course in the future talaga looking for na kahit man lang may isa na naman kaming na startup na maisali lang namin sa startup grant fund or sa mga pitching competitions outside coming from the students kasi yung alumni madali na namin ngayon yung alumni matap parang interested na yung alumni coming from the students na naman na in the future magkaroon ng yung interested talaga ng mga students to come up with their own startup idea. So, yun siya. And non-stop pa rin yung mga linkages namin kasi it's good naman po na yung mga yung mga TBIs, TBIs and other think tanks, innovation and research think tanks from Asia ay nagre-reach out sa mga TBIs, through the TBI network. So they're giving us email and then sabi ko nga sa mga sa stakeholders dito, mga sa ecosystem. Alam niyo ba, daming pumapasok sa amin na emails na ganito, merong competition, pitching competition, merong seed capital na na award. Pero wala kayong maipadala kasi wala pang masasabi mo talaga na ibang startup na pwede mo talagang ma-compete talaga doon. So hintay-hintay lang ako ng more time na merong talagang isang genuine startup talaga na lalapit sa TBI and then pwede na namin i-link. So nandito lang naman yung TBI not to give them seed capital but to link them to the funders and to expose kung ano yung kanilang ideas para for funding purposes.
Yeah, I think it will come. And ang lagi sinasabi dito is it's not easy for a startup to succeed. It really takes an ecosystem. So really it's a community work. So I mean, tsaka kailangan din ma-uplift yung buong ecosystem para din kung sabay-sabay magta-thrive yan eh.
Yes.
Like if there's a single startup na magsa-succeed, maapektuhan niya yung iba and then maapektuhan din siya pabalik. So it's really an ecosystem. But ayun, thank you so much po sa
Thank you so much.
Conversation na ito na medyo nakaka-emotional at nakaka-inspire actually. Shoutout lang natin may mga nagko-comment sa sa live natin and madami pa naka-tune in. Ayan, so the best DOST SKSU Step Up TBI heart.
Si Amerogin Cal. Oo, Tech Campus, si Sulan Campus,
okay.
please. Techno Pipeline, start na kayo. Magpadala sa amin ng team ninyo na pwedeng mag-compete na. Okay?
Tsaka sila Michael De Fiesta, Lamera, Charles pala. Ayun. And thank you so much. If our listeners want to know more about Step Up TBI, maybe they want to be incubated or they want to work with you, so how can they contact you? Maybe you can lead them to the website or social media channels or email.
Yeah.
So pa-share na lang.
So meron pong Step Up TBI Facebook page. So message lang po kayo or You can also email us. Nandoon rin sa Step Up Facebook page po.
Or just
Yeah.
by here.
Or just punta kayo dito.
Or punta kayo sa SKSU
Kung
Access
Access Campus. So,
Ayun. So, pwede tricycle, no? Nadadaanan siya sa highway, eh,
Yes,
ng mga bus nga, ano.
bus.
If sa city, Tacorong City, it is, tricycle. So, ayun, thank you so much po.
Thank you, Johnny.
And thank you sa mga nakinig. Salamat. At salamat sa ating live audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our 60 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLex PH Academy, our official e-learning partner with certifications on Lean Six Sigma, product management, data science, and more. Pixel by ePlayment. Turn content into opportunities and funds into real community with Pixel by ePlayment. Sign up now at pixel.eplayment.co. School of Profits, Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners. Built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire BC Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest growing market insights tech company with data gathering platform Hustle PH. Smile Checks, streamline hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloud CFO, cloud accounting service provider for businesses ready to grow. Cloverly Tech, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Paddy Beaties, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. School Tech, all-in-one AI integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They have a referral program for people who can bring in new clients. You might know a Western-based business that needs better support. Britanna, enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits a small and medium business budget. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car-sharing marketplace. Divico Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by Lablog, Stugbodok, JIA Engineering Solutions, Algacon Aquafeeds 1 Alj, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, Pareto Consulting, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Wistless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohey Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Kazam, CodeSham, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.